Well, now it looks like Hololive and Best Girl Yago have scored yet another win. We've got this tweet with over 6,300 likes in response to Nikkei Entertainment. DOP being an addict of skooma and asakoko, which is either unfortunate or fortunate depending on how you look at it. Anyways, says, don't aim to please overseas people. That's why he's the GOAT, in reference to Yago. And that's because Nikkei Entertainment had spoke to Yago in this article. Let's take a look at the image included. The most important thing for domestic VTubers to expand overseas is not to aim, Yago said. Even when auditioning for talent, he doesn't really care about the overseas reception. People overseas want to watch it as it is. Their popularity has increased around the world. As for VTubers, their core fans from overseas want to be able to follow the same timing as Japanese people. I've been aware of this since the time when there was little access from outside the country. As people have responded here, it's an incredibly based statement, particularly given the timing of what's been going on over recent years, where we've seen numerous companies from overseas altering their content to fit what they deem appropriate in the West. And so Yago's just like, nah. And as you know, some companies don't directly alter their own content for the West, but they instead hire localizers to do it for them. One of the most infamous examples of this is a clip from a Trails stream where NIS America localizers talked about Japanese content they change for Western releases. And as a Disgaea fan, this one is especially unfortunate. I did cover this years ago, but if you aren't familiar with this clip, it's probably one you'll want to see, so here it is.
Sometimes it'll be jokes, Japanese jokes,
Form up! Iron will formation!
Values than we do.
Yeah. So things like, we try to kind of work around things that might be a little sexist, for example, like in Japanese humor. And with those things, we like to try to make it more culturally appropriate
An opening!
for our players.
Too many localizers seem to love acting like authoritarian morality police, and too many of them project their own insecurities onto large groups of people. Now, going back to Hololive, there was of course the recent news of Cover Corp announcing its first overseas subsidiary, aka Cover USA. Many fans are excited about that, but many are also reasonably concerned due to some of the things we briefly went over in this video. However, if they're careful with who they hire, and if Yago continues to follow his vision, then things should work out. Plus, as their documents went over, it should be a net benefit for logistics regarding things such as merchandise sales over in the US. But that's all there is to really say in this one, so hope you enjoyed this brief segment. As always, thank you for tuning in, and if you did, consider liking and or subscribing. Your support is always appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.